In today's video, I'm gonna be doing something that I've never done before on this channel and actually having a conversation with a multi-million-dollar business owner and recording the whole entire thing. You guys are gonna absolutely love this interview, and there's a lot that Todd's gonna mention and talk about. So definitely make sure you pay attention to this whole entire thing because it's gonna be full of value. And I'm so excited I was able to bring this to you guys. All right, you guys, so I am now sitting with the CEO of Velocity, Todd McCartney. Todd, thank you so much for having me. And we're gonna just basically be asking Todd some questions. Todd's been in business for a long time, and I know a lot of you guys on this channel like to learn about business and kind of get insights from different perspectives than just me always talking on here. So with that being said, Todd, thank you for having me. And if you could just give a brief rundown of kind of who you are, where you come from, and kind of what you do now.
Hi, my name's Todd McCartney. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I've been in business now for 22 years. I started my credit card processing company when I was 19 years old. I started my first business when I was 11 years old. Today we do credit card processing in all 50 states and 3 other countries.
So the next question I kind of have for you is, I know you've done a lot. I know a lot has happened in your life for sure, and you've definitely achieved a lot of things that many people, never even get close to achieving. But out of your whole entire life, when you think back to the first time that when you decided to start your journey in business, what do you think it was in your life that made you attracted to the, idea of being a business owner?
Well, I grew up very poor. So, I was always interested in cool cars and stuff that I could never afford and couldn't have, and my parents couldn't buy for me. And they always said, well, if you want those things, you're gonna have to go out and earn them yourself. So probably the money and the finer things in life is what first attracted me to knowing I needed to own my own business. And if you don't go to school and, learn how to be a lawyer or a doctor, you gotta be a business owner if you wanna make real money. Either that or you gotta have a wicked jump shot or sling crack rock. And I didn't wanna do either one of those. So those are the things that first attracted me to doing it. And I always wanted to be my own boss.
Awesome. And I'm sure some of you guys, great answer. And I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this can relate to that feeling as well. And know that, if Todd did it, if I did it, if, anybody you guys see on YouTube does it, you guys can as well. I think that's a little summary to take away from that brief lesson that Todd just shared with us. Other than that, when you think back to when you first started and just your overall journey in business in general, what's one thing that you think was, big barrier that you had to overcome, or a problem, kind of the biggest thing that maybe held you back? And kind of what was that problem and how did you overcome it?
I would say my tenacity is probably like the number one thing that helped me overcome everything, because I never take no for an answer, and I didn't grow up being super book smart. That just wasn't my forte, but being able to never take no for an answer and finding a way to overcome objections and roadblocks in life and just push my way through that, I'd say is probably what's helped me the most throughout all of my career.
Speaking of roadblocks, I know a lot of times, I think everybody who starts a business deals with this at one point. Other people saying, it's not gonna work, don't do it. Other people talking down on you, other people pushing you away from your dreams. I'm asking this question because I know a lot of you guys watching this probably deal with, similar stuff. When you get started in business, people might be, talking shit about you, people talking down on you. Kind of how did you block out everybody else's voice and just focus on you and where you wanted to be?
I didn't block it out. I took all of that hate and all of that frustration. It feeds me to go. It's like, yeah, tell me that. Tell me I can't do it and watch me fucking step on you.
Sir, exactly. And that's what you guys need to do. Take that stuff and use it as motivation to get yourself even further. And with that being said, I know you said your tenacity. Why do you think that trait in specific was the biggest thing that, related to your success in the most direct way? Why do you think that trait, out of all of the traits that you have about yourself, why is that trait the one that directly related to your success the most?
Look, I didn't come with a silver spoon in my mouth. I used to return pop cans so I could eat. I used to hide from the repo man looking for my car being months late on rent. Feeling all of that frustration and living with all of that stuff and everybody around me telling me I'm not going to succeed and I'm not going to make it, I just used that to drive me and push me through and past the finish line. And then once, I believe a lot in the secret as well, in setting goals and smashing those goals. It's very, very key and important to set yourself a list of goals every year that you plan to achieve and beat and just push through.
Awesome. And I know this is off script, but you told me a story about the secret, how you had a house planned on a vision board and then something crazy ended up happening past that. Could you give a little explanation of that story real quick for everybody?
I first watched The Secret when I was 11 years old, and that's what kind of gave me the idea of starting my own business and setting goals and doing a vision board. And so I started doing vision boards. And then when I was 20, I set up a vision board and it had like a Rolex watch. Actually, I was 19. A Rolex watch, a Mont Blanc pen, a 540 BMW, and $30,000 in my bank account. I hit all those goals in the first year. And then I made another vision board and it had a house that I really liked. Back then, the internet wasn't real popular, so you had to look through real estate magazines, and I cut out a house that I liked. I put a Lamborghini Lamborghini on it, Bentley, I think it was my Jacob & Co. watch, and $200,000 in the bank. And then I kind of forgot about my vision board, and I kind of moved my way through life, and it had been like 2 years, and I had moved into a new house, and I was unpacking, and I found that old vision board, and like I literally almost cried. And this is like actually in the movie The Secret, a similar thing happened to the same guy in the movie. I was actually living in the house that was on my vision board. I just thought it was a cool house because it had an indoor basketball court, but that house just sat on the market waiting for me for 2 years. It was like a bit of a recession. That house was the one I was actually living in. And the Lamborghini and the Bentley had all those, the Jacob watch had all those things, did them all.
That's crazy, you guys. And hearing that just tells you how important it is to actually visualize your goals and, you know, manifest your success and start visualizing it before it's ever there, because if you don't believe in it, if you don't visualize it yourself, nobody will for you. So thank you for sharing that story with us, Todd. And my last question I have for you is, what's one piece of advice you'd give to somebody who's looking to start in business, or just, you know, overall in bettering themselves in their life in general?
Never give up on your dreams. Set your goals. Focus on your goals. Smash your goals in spite of everybody else that tells you you can't do it. Trust me, you can.
There we go. Short, sweet, and to the point. Well, thank you for that, Todd. We definitely answered a lot of questions, and I'm sure that helped a lot of you guys out. I'm going to have all the links to Todd's socials in the description, and I'll also have the link to Todd's company if you guys want to work with them for merchant processing. They're actually the merchant processor that I use for all my e-commerce businesses. So if you guys want to use the same merchant processor as me, great rates, absolutely insane rates, and will beat any of the rates that you guys are currently getting, head down to the link in the description. There'll be an application for merchant processing, as well as an application to even get the chance to work on the Velocity team and work directly with Todd in the office, which is crazy, you guys. There's also outside positions available too, to even work from home. So definitely check that out. All the links will be in the description. And with that being said, Todd, thank you so much for having me. All right, you guys. So we actually have a very special guest, Bryce Browning, who is one of the, what would you call your position? It's like
I'm a vice president, dog.
Vice president.
Come on.
The vice president of Velocity. He's one of the high ups. He's kind of big dog here for sure. What's one piece of advice you'd give to somebody to help them stay motivated?
If it was easy, everybody do it. You know, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of business owners, you know, fail because they just couldn't get it done. The biggest thing that I've always done is I've always strived for my goals, and I didn't let anything get in my way.
Go work hard, and thank you, Bryce, for that little piece of knowledge.
Yes, sir.